Drugs. Drug dealer? Drug supply? Druggie? Rappers. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about quite a sad situation, actually. So there's a rapper out there in the rapping scene called Fresh Boy Swag. He's an underground rapper with around 200,000 monthly listeners. And he stylizes with mainly rap rage sort of type of sound. And he's been going on a lot of tour recently. And I guess his whole gimmick, I hope it's a gimmick at least, is that he's drugged up the whole time. I mean, just take a look at this clip here. To me, it's just sad. You can see his friends there helping up on stage, but they just don't seem to care enough about him to maybe tell him not to do drugs, at least not before a show. It sort of just ruins everyone else's performance. You look bad on stage as well. And you can clearly see that he's got a problem going on. I mean, his friends are sort of helping him get up on stage. He can't even walk up on stage himself. You'll see later on what happens with the venue. I'm surprised the venue sort of allowed him to take the drugs beforehand. I'm assuming he probably did it secretly or something. It's just sad because I don't understand why no one. It's almost getting praised. It's like his whole gimmick is that he's always drugged up. In the video it says that he's on ketamine, which I'm not. I'm not a drug expert, to be honest. But I am aware that it does make people struggle to walk, so I think the caption is probably about right. You're not really meant to be eating the mic, you're meant to be singing or rapping. I'm not sure what's going on there. He just decided to randomly start eating the microphone in front of everyone, in front of the stage, in front of cameras. I mean, this is like a high definition video right here, like caught in 4K. I mean, it's a bit sus, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure the venue probably saw that and were thinking, ooh, we might need to do something about this. As you can see later on, they do something about it. I do think it's a little bit funny. I'm not too the way he's sort of just gobbling down the mic, just looks really stupid, to be honest. And you can see like he's like, oh, like he's completely out of it, and then he kind of snaps into place last second. At one point of the video, he's performing, I believe, according to the comments, as an underground, an unreleased song, so you couldn't really hear the crowd sort of singing or anything, and therefore you could really hear what the artist Fresh Boy Swag was doing, and he was kind of just drugged up, going like, just honestly, I'm not too sure how people actually pay to go watch him. It's like £20, £25 per show. I mean, don't get me wrong, £25 for a show isn't that much, but if the artist who is on stage just drugged up the whole time, hardly even performing, you're better off just blasting the music on a speaker or something at your home. He definitely needs those sunglasses, I'm telling you. He's like it's a bit sad, and I don't see how no one's attempting to stop him or put him towards a helpline or anything. I don't know, maybe his label is just letting it happen. I think it's just a bit sad, to be honest. As you can see in this clip now, he's performing the song and he just ends up falling over on stage. And I think at that point, the venue decides to call it quits because in the clip coming up, the DJ stops the music and tells the performer that that the show has been essentially cancelled or stopped midway through. I think it was only about 15 minutes before they had to pull the plug. You know, they called it quits. I think they maybe didn't want their stuff damaged or it just looked bad on them.
No, that's the word. It's powerful.
According to reviews online, this was taking place in Manchester, and apparently, this Manchester venue is apparently well known for being pretty bad. Apparently, the staff are pretty rude and they cut sets all the time. So maybe this is just sort of a common occurrence, and not Fresh Boy Swag's fault. Um, I think he might have been a little bit of a catalyst to his failure of the show being sort of stopped halfway because if I was the venue, I would be pretty disappointed. I'm paying this artist some good money, and although I have sold tickets, it doesn't really matter. It just doesn't look that good on the venue, and also it can damage property. Like he's eating the microphone. That's only not definitely not good for bacteria or anything. But also, it could just damage the microphone, and that just costs money for the venue, which they don't want to spend. So to conclude, I think that this is a common occurrence within the rap scene with rappers being drugged up, you know, when they're performing or when they're making songs or just in general. To be honest, you know, they rap about it, they flaunt it in their songs, and I'm not against it or anything. It's just it's music, it's art, I guess you could say. I just do think it's quite sad when you see things like this happen, and you can see in the clips he's got friends who are dancing on the stage, kind of like hanging around him, and it's just sad how they're sort of allowing him to be so off his head, so drugged that he can't perform properly, can't even walk properly. Uh, I just think it's a bit sad, and clearly no one's really looking out for him. If you take a look at the comments on some of the videos, you can see that some people are expressing sort of their weariness. They're surprised that no one's doing anything. And you can see someone said, "This is sad, not gonna lie," and another commenter said, "He's not even performing." Another commenter said, "Hope he's all right," and it's just kind of sad how it almost seems like the people online, which is very surprising because people online are ruthless. They're mean. They're not very nice. They seem to care more about Fresh Boy Swag than either his label, his maybe even his family, and the fans, and also his friends. I think it's just sad to see. I mean, just take a look at this comment here. Fresh Boy Swag is the next Ozzy Osbourne. That's not exactly the best title to have, to be honest. And I just think, I hope that maybe he looks back at these videos sober and kind of just thinks, well, maybe I need to tone it down a little bit, or maybe I just need to quit completely. Anyways, that's about it. See you later.